Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw tips and tricks, and it is a Corel Draw video, but it's more so about cutting birch plywood. This is a sheet of 24 by 18 birch plywood that I'm going to cut this lake out. And I've kind of learned through experiences. Go ahead and do your vector cutting first, because I do this deep, and it's so big, and I run it at 50 speed. It takes like an hour and a half to run. So if you mess something up, you haven't lost an hour and a half, you've only lost the wood. But this map has a riverbed, so I'm going to take the riverbed away because I just want to cut out this on the top layer. Then I'll put the second piece of wood and I'll cut out the riverbed. So all I have to do that is just bring the riverbed back in and select it. But I'm going to take it away from now. So I ran this job this morning. Most birch plywood has 3 layers, an inner layer and 2 outer layers. This sheet is pretty much knot hole free on both sides, but on the inside it's got some knot holes that you cannot see. You can see right here the burn residue is blacker, and it's actually a lot more residue than anywhere else on the board, and it's also the same right here. So I need to cut those 2 jobs again just to make sure they've cut through those knot holes. I do this, I put blue tape on both corners. It'll be out of the engraving because the frame is going to be like 3/4 of an inch, so it won't affect the engraving. Here's a couple of larger pictures of that burn residue. You can really see it. It's a black, it's almost like a charcoal, where this is kind of like a brown. So you need to cut those 2 pieces again. So this is where the blue tape comes in. It's kind of a reminder to me. It holds the board in place, but it's a reminder to check, my burn. And I actually sit and watch this, and I could actually see it happening. So here's your burn, and here's your burn. So what I would suggest to do, your burn is like from here to here. Instead of running the whole job again, which you could do, but it's going to take 10 minutes or whatever to cut that out. I'm going to take my freehand tool. I'm just going to draw 2 lines. Then I'm going to go to the virtual segment delete key, and I'm going to delete the rest of the map. And what that virtual segment delete key, it deletes everything past those lines. So the line is actually a stopping point. So now we've got that line again that we can recut. It'll only take a few seconds. Now we have a burn up here. And I could cut this out, but I actually need to paint this piece and put it back in, paint it. It's going to be red. And so I don't want to cut the whole thing again, just to, one, it's going to save time. So I'm going to draw a line there. I'm going to take the virtual segment delete key, and I'm going to delete that. Now I'm going to grab this. I'm going to break curve apart, so I can grab just that. I could have virtually deleted all of them. Whoop, I don't want to do that. I want to cut that. But it's a little bit faster. Now we're going to do this. Now we can take our line away. Now we've got just those 2. If you'll select that and hold down your shift key, then when you go to your printer, and I apologize, I don't have a laser hooked up to this. When you go to your printer, press the select button instead of the whole page, and then the laser will and there's only 2 cut lines on here, so you wouldn't really have to do that, but just safely, in case there's a hidden cut line somewhere that you didn't see, it won't cut it out. So that'll save you a little time. And then still, the blue tape is a reminder to get some more blue tape, double it up and kind of like double-sided, and stick it down right there and start picking this up. This has a lot of nooks and crannies, and it's really tight. If it was just a circle, it'd just pop out. But on something like this, it kind of looks like a dragon. Start picking it up, holding your hand on the board to make sure you don't move it. And that's what the blue tape kind of helps do. But if you hold your hand down while you're picking this up, just in case something grabs, it won't move your board in case you have to cut it again. Anyway, hope that helped a little bit, and thank you for watching.